my crazy analogies. I was just thinking about the WestWorld, one of my favorite shows ever come on HBO. Couldn't understand why I like the WestWorld so much. Am I being a willing participant into the fictitious world? If you don't know what I'm talking about, WestWorld is a show based upon the concept that you can pay your money and go to this fake cowboy-like world. And all of the human beings you see there are robots in that world. So since they aren't real humans, you can shoot and fulfill your cowboy fantasies, play cowboy for the week, and then go home after your vacation is over with, back to the real world. And then WestWorld kind of went to season 2, season 3 went to further development, and you learn that there's a World War II world, a samurai world, just specific things that cater to your liking.
I mean, you get caught once, you take your punishment, you get some help, and you move on with your life. But you get caught twice. I mean, that raises serious questions about your ability to be rehabilitated.
Started to kill human beings as well. I'll cut right through the chase, man, and get right to the point. As I'm watching James Charles' apology video where he is willing to stand up for what he did wrong, he's willing to take it. Every time James Charles said a new sentence of why he did what he did, I honestly couldn't help it. I thought about someone in prison that felt the same way James did, but the world we live in didn't care about their feelings. They only cared that they broke the law. Sorry, I get so lost in WestWorld that I forget everybody has never visited WestWorld. So for the people who don't know who I'm talking about, James Charles is this popular YouTuber. I think he had like 25, 26 million subscribers. He's been caught up into a scandal, which seems like a one-year annual event. Big scandal every year. And he has been accused of messing with guys or being flirtatious with guys below the age of 18. See, James Charles should be around 21, 22 years old around this time. When he first got caught into a major scandal, he was 19, turning 20. So I'm going to guess he's about 21, 22 years old. Right now there's videos because of just this week it came out again that James Charles was sending D-pics to guys under the age of 18 years old, flirting with guys under the age of 18 years old, under the age of 17 years old, and they flirted back. Allegedly, some may have sent pics back to him as well. And James Charles did the noble thing. He took his massive following and he made an apology video. So for those who've never visited WestWorld, you're caught up to speed of why I'm making a video, except for you may not know what does this have to do with true crime other than he committed a true crime. I covered another segment dealing with a guy by the name of Shane last year. We're all together now. Every time James Charles said in his apology video why he did what he did and how he's grown from his experience, I thought of other people. One of the first guys that came to my mind was To Catch a Predator was a lot of elderly men, but it was one season where this guy looked pretty young.
Cody Green shows up in this fairly new, expensive, Cadillac SUV.
Maddie.
Hey, I'm up here. Yeah, I just gotta drop this in the washer, but I made some sweet tea. Come on in.
Please, sir, I really drove this far for no reason.
You drove this far for no reason?
Yes, sir. I swear to you, I asked her, and I swear to you, I asked her this.
You asked who?
I asked Maddie.
Take your time. I'm going to let you explain the whole thing.
That's fine. I said, if this is really not what you're looking for, I really want you to tell me that. Because I will come over and I swear I will just be with you and I will not touch you, anything like that, is what I said. And I can prove that to you. I will show it to you.
You'll show me how.
Please, I swear, sir, I'm a desperate person. I need a girl in my life, and if she really wanted to be my friend, that would be all I needed from her.
Then why did you send her pictures like this?
Because she asked me to.
She asked you to send
She
pictures?
didn't ask me to send nude pictures, I know.
Right. So there's a big difference between sending a photograph of yourself and sending pictures of your genitals. It's not like the decoys are asking to be sent these pictures. I mean, these guys offer it right up.
But as James Charles started to talk and say his confusion, all I could think about was this guy. But the difference between James Charles and this guy actually went to prison. This guy actually took accountability for his crime. Which brings me back to why I'm so upset right now. This fictitious WestWorld that people live in on YouTube. Once you become popular on YouTube and you've never been popular before, a lot of people turn into these evil, cartoonish like villains and think nothing can happen to them. They get so caught up in the world of YouTube that they think is reality. Example, there's absolutely no way that James Charles is this rich. He has publicists, he has lawyers, he has teams of people around him. There's no way a group of intelligent people of all ages sat James Charles down in a room and told him that making this video was the best idea unless they were only dealing with how to get out of trouble in WestWorld, aka YouTube world. See, to get out of trouble in YouTube world, you need to make a sincere apology, cut no corners, fall back for a couple of months, and come back and make a video. On that note, how did James Charles do? Did James Charles make a great video for WestWorld? I don't know. I deal in true crime. The fact of the matter is, James Charles broke the law. And if you are James Charles' publicist, which I'm glad that you are when I finish this sentence, if you are James Charles' lawyers and team group of people, you're idiots. You are idiots if you sat him down to say that this would be a great video to make, because you got your client to agree that he broke the law with sexual acts with a minor. I'm sorry, minors. See, he admitted to the crime of more than one underage kid. Multiple. And I'm sure multiple more to come out. James Charles may be special in WestWorld. He may be caught up in WestWorld, and you guys all around him, his mom and everyone else that thought that this video was a great idea, you guys may be caught up in WestWorld, but the reality is that James Charles lives in the United States of America. James Charles is a regular American citizen, and every American citizen I know that has committed to felony crimes captured on tape, with the victims side captured on tape with evidence of the crime in progress, have served their time. Now, in Team Star's video he made, one of the people kind of alluded to something. I hope it's true. He kind of alluded to maybe the police was already investigating James Charles.
The original TikTok got deleted yesterday. The kid said that his parents made him take it down because they got contacted by the police. Everything in the video is 100% real.
But even if they weren't investigating James Charles is saying he wants to take accountability. I didn't say that. That's what he said. James Charles, you do not live in WestWorld. You live in the United States of America. Put your money where your mouth is. Either everybody by the age of 23 years to 18 years old, in that little range where you're in college and left high school, everybody in that range that's in jail right now for sexual acts with a minor, all of them need to be released back into the public, or you need to go to prison. You said that you want to take accountability. You know that you're a United States citizen and you don't live in WestWorld. You know that YouTube world isn't real. If you really want to take accountability, go turn yourself in. You should be a sex offender. You should be on a sex offenders list. You did the exact same crime as everyone else. There are people in prison right now who are crying. There are people who felt like they were duped and manipulated. Someone lied on their age. Of all the people I can think of, none has had as many chances as you have had. None. It took people less than 20 seconds to find these guys' real ages plastered across their profiles, yet you didn't even think to look.
How old was the kid? 14 years old. Then, of course, there was James Charles and this kid who was 16 years old. And we got receipts that, birthday pictures were being sent back and forth. And James said the kid lied about his age. Then we got some reports about this kid who started having a conversation with James Charles when he was 16, he claims, and things were being inappropriately said. Then, yesterday, we got a TikTok from this 15-year-old. In the TikTok, he shows screenshots of James saying happy birthday to him. Now, remember, James wishing this 15-year-old a happy birthday is a key point, because later in the conversation, James is trying to say, once again, the same song and dance from James Charles. You lied about your age. However, ladies and gentlemen, with this new James Charles victim, if you want to use that term, if you go on his TikTok, there are multiple TikToks of him saying that he's 15. Yesterday, I did a speed run to see how fast I could find James Charles' new victim's real age, and it took me 2 minutes and 31 seconds. He has multiple TikToks saying that he is 15 years old, and apparently he's super tall. He's 6'9". Yeah, guys, in fact, in all these cases, with just a little bit of searching, we could find the real ages of all these underage guys. Like, it's just a little search. Why can't James? Clearly, there is a pattern here, all right?
After one whole year of people calling you a pedophile for messing with guys on their age. I got this saying that I say because I used to work in insurance. People always tell me, someone rear-ended my car, so my insurance is not going to go up. It was a not-at-fault accident. And I would say, how many not-at-fault accidents have you had? Somebody rear-ended my car like 10 times. Your insurance is going to go up. They go, why is my insurance going to go up? Because you've shown the insurance company, even though it's not your fault, that by whatever you're doing in your circumstances of these not-at-fault accidents, they've happened so many times that they're going to raise your insurance, even with it being not at fault. This is for every insurance company. You're going to get the same punishment as if someone who purposely rammed somebody from the back. Because you have so many not-at-fault accidents. If you have a string of occurrences that you're sending D-pics to underage children, to me, that's an at-fault accident. You deserve to go to prison like everybody else. But what does it matter what I feel? It matters what you feel. And you said that you want to take accountability for the wrong you have done. James Charles, YouTube is a place that you put recorded videos of your talent. It's not a world. It's not a society. The world and the society that you live in is the United States of America. So for the crimes, yes, the crimes that you have committed, if you truly believe in what you say, go turn yourself in. Sickos all around, man. Fucking sickos.
You get caught once, you take your punishment, you get some help, and you move on with your life. But you get caught twice. That raises serious questions about your ability to be rehabilitated.